Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Sponsored by Ghostalware. And now, it's Dads, Lads and Kebabs.
And welcome to another show of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Miki, Niall is back from the dead. Oh, I'm still alive. How's it going, my friend?
Yeah, mate. COVID didn't kill you off then. The old Omicron cold. Did it fuck?
Take a Russian tank to take this body out. Mate, I'm still here. I'm going good. I'm all right. I'm recovered. I'm a little bit, good. There's a few screws loosened somewhere along the line, but I'm doing all right.
How's your bones and your joints and that? Because mine are fucked since my booster. I'm really ill.
I haven't had my booster, yeah.
No, but you've had COVID, so it could be that.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Isn't it because it goes into the... I don't fucking know, man. Seriously.
It doesn't go in my bones. The needle ain't that fucking long, is it?
Oh, mate, to be fair, that time when you did your finger prick, that's probably what caused all the damage when you did your... Do
you know what? That still fucking hurts, you know? What was that, 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? It still hurts. Still hurts. Every time I touch it, I get pain. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, mate. Why is it as well? Finger pain. When you hurt your finger, man, that kills. Look, people can see it. Look, I got a little cut on my finger, right? That's a touch of karma, that is. A touch of karma. So, I was in the gym, New Year and all that. New Year, right? So I'm in the gym. I go up to some roid-headed finish basically on a machine. And where you unclip the cable to take the rope thing, yeah? Anyway, I nicked his, and he come over to me and was like, "Oh, mate, sorry, I haven't finished with that." I was like, "Oh, sorry, man, I thought you finished. You walked off. Sorry, no problem, take it back." Anyway, he took it back. So I went and found another one. Found another one. And as I undid the clip, like the carabiner clip, I just clipped it, looked away, and then I let the clip go down as my finger was on the pointy bit, and the clip just went, and it literally
unsupervised.
My finger's gone like that. Anyway, so that was my fucking sad gym story. All right, this is no Weight Watchers class, right? This is straight real talk. Weight Watchers, man. How many people do you think are joining Weight Watchers at the moment?
Well, I saw an advert the other day with James Corden, the fat pussy. It's all right, he's been in Cats. I can say that. It's he was saying, "Oh, keto's bad for you. You can't continue on keto. You want to do Weight Watchers instead." Or as they say, WW. What the fuck is that? WW? Let's join WW. Or the World War, whichever, generation you're from. Fucking hell, what a bellend. And he's still fat, isn't he? He's not a good advert for it. I mean, he has lost a bit of weight, a bit of little timber, but he's still he's still a fat fucker, isn't he? And if he's advertising Weight Watchers, they should get a normal person that has actually done successfully, completed it, and lost loads and loads of weight. Look at you fat cunt. It's...
I'm a figure of a man.
Instead of using him, which I don't agree with.
We Weight Watchers.
It's all about the money, mate.
It is just a big gimmick. Do you know what I mean? Like, people. The problem is with Weight Watchers is people think that when they go to Weight Watchers and they buy a pack of Weight Watchers cakes, it doesn't entitle you to eat the full fucking packet in one sitting, right?
No, but it lets you.
Oh, it's only one sin. It's only one sin. It's all right. It's only one sin. Problem is, just don't eat it, you fat bastard. Right? Don't eat it.
Yeah. Choose not to eat it in the first place.
Don't get me wrong. Right? There's definitely some timber on me that I can do with losing. The problem is, the good thing about me is I've got the motivation to push myself to lose it, and I know how to stop myself from eating, and I also know how to put my body into ketosis as well. So, any of you fuckers that say that keto doesn't work, I know I've had so much proof around me that it does work. The problem is when people say, "Oh, fat diets don't work," and that, yeah, that's fine, right? They don't work for everybody, right? The problem is you can't say you're on keto because you had sausages on Monday and had a pizza on Tuesday, right? It's not the fucking same, right? The best, honestly, anybody that's listening to this and wants to lose a bit of weight and have never, ever gone into a gym before or thought about dieting, right? The best way to lose weight, out of diet pills, the lot. Right, you ready? Ready for the secret? It's a calorie deficit. You eat less calories, right, than you fucking should, right? Average male is like 1,200 to 1,300 calories a day, right? Right. The problem is, right, you're having 1,200 calories on per meal, right? Just go into a little deficit. Stop eating all this shit. Cut the sugar out. You'll lose the weight, right? A little bit of exercise if you've not done any before, right? And also, don't be as scared of the gym, because all the dickheads in the gym, they're there because they're insecure as shit. We're all fucking terrible. We all go to the gym and lift weights to make ourselves feel better, even though we don't, because we end up leaving and going up and eating a packet of Oreos, right? Just fucking do it. My problem is, right, especially when it comes to food, I like food. That's my problem. I like food. I love food.
I can tell.
Man, stop fat shaming me, right? 2022. Stop fat shaming, right?
That weren't fat shaming. That was a bit homophobic there. Oh, stop it!
Stop it! Stop!
Why'd you go gay? Nothing wrong with gays, but camp is a bit weird. You know, gays you can fuck who you want to fuck, but you know, you don't have to put the flappy bits on. Why? Why do people do
honestly, if you like it in the tunnel, take it. It's up to you, innit? But just keep it to yourself. You know what I mean?
You can have women gays as well. I suppose they put a fake thing in their tunnels. But
no. Why, mate? No, I can't. I can't get into it. I can't, because I was just about to put myself on the lesbian nail. It'd be like nailing yourself to a lesbian cross. Can't do it.
I'm a lesbian.
Can't do it.
I'm a lesbian. I like women.
Mate,
okay.
I like lesbian porn.
I'll say it now.
So, if anyone, you know, I'm a big fan of the show. If I'm being honest, I love watching the shows. So, you know, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
He's a fan, people.
Yeah, honestly, he's. How do we go from dieting to lesbian porn? That's how it rolls in the Dads Lads Kebabs industry. But hey, fuck it. Who cares? It's a new year. And Mickey's obviously coughing at the moment because, you know, he's not got COVID. Oh, mate, do you know what? I'm done with it. Done with the C word. Done. Well, I've had it. I've had the jabs. I've done the test. Blah, blah, blah. Just fuck it off now. Sack it off. I want to go on holiday. That's all I want.
Well, it's all being gotten rid of next week anyway.
Yeah,
27th, is it? And it's like,
I think so.
all this big fuss they made of, you have to have your COVID passport to go into the shop and buy a packet of crisps and all this cinema bullshit. But now it's like, it don't matter now. Now most people have had their boosters. It's fine. We'll get rid of all that shit until we make another fake fucking variant. Bring that out in like June time. Oh, you need your fourth jab, another booster. That's what they'll £1 million. That is what they'll do. You fucking mark my words.
I can't be bothered with. I'm not living my life by that negative energy anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm done with it. No, that's it.
It's being sucked out of him.
That's the problem. Ooh, hey.
At Christmas. Hey. Isolation. Sorry, I brought back bad memories for you.
Hoover. Mate. Just fucking stop it, will ya? Just don't. Come on, to fuck now. Mate, honestly, the news, for me, when I watch the news, I just, do you ever just, I'm okay before I put the news on, and I'm like, mate, it's all about people killing people and fucking, you know, just weird fucking
news.
Oh, mate.
Just saying.
Just people, just shit. Just shit. The Russians are invading and all that crap. And,
Ukraine? That's where you get your water from.
Ukraine. I love Ukraine. But yeah. Anyway, Mickey boy. Hello. Mate, what have you watched this week? Name one show of what you've watched.
Pornhub. Oh shit, wrong show. Sorry. I've started. By the way, your videos are really good on there. Big credit to you. Nice ass. Like it.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to all the listeners that are watching and viewers that are actually on Pornhub. So well done. I applaud you. You got
Do we
some
have
balls.
viewers on Pornhub, do we?
I don't know. Who knows, Niall? Let's
You're making a
branch
lineup
out.
now. Some weird pervert's going to go through all the followers later. Go through all the followers. Oh, she's
All 6 of
definitely
them.
on board. She's on it. Oh, no.
All 6 of them, yeah.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
mate.
I have been watching a show on Netflix called Bridgerton. Have you heard of that?
Isn't that just all sex, isn't it? It's all sex.
No, only at the end. Like towards the end of it. It's
I thought it was all filth. All the way
my
through.
missus watched it with my daughter last year, and just randomly last week she goes, "Oh, let's put this on." And I said, "No, I don't know what's that shit," because it's all like posh dresses and gowns and all that hoity-toity shit. But it's actually very good. I got into it because I just watched the first episode, and if you don't like it, then we won't watch no more. So what's the first one? She goes, "Well," I said, "Let's go again." It's actually
keep it going.
it's
Round
about
to the
like
winner.
these posh families that they're like, and the Queen's involved, and you know it's little dukes and all that shit. It's really interesting. So if anyone's watched it, Bridgerton, my missus just bought the books. Apparently there's 9 books, so there's potentially going to be 9 series. But it's actually very good. So she's reading the books now.
Do you remember when 50 Shades of Grey come out and every woman
Oh,
was reading
it's
it?
not like porn stuff like that.
But do you remember?
Yeah, I remember
do you
that.
remember when that
Oh,
was?
all
its
the
height?
women.
But
all
like,
the women
read
were
it. You've got to read. He's just got to get it. But really, right? Let's just take it back because it was a little couple of years before the Me Too thing. But the problem is, right? The moral of that story, right, was actually
I'm going to kidnap you and pay somebody.
No, but technically, right? Because once you get to behind, like, I haven't read the books, but I've seen the films. Right. Anyway, once you get behind all the kinky shit, technically, it was about him when he was a kid being abused by his neighbour or family friend, right? Because technically he was a kid, and some old bird just taught him all this random kinky shit, right? And then he's just passing it on to a woman. I'm sorry, but it's a bit old Me Too fucked up shit. And women are getting off that, like, oh yeah, but that's how a man should be, right? It turns out, if a man goes into the kitchen and says, oi, get to that fucking kitchen sink and get cleaning, yeah? Do you know what I mean? We can't do that, but you know what I mean?
Slap the ass.
You take him to the punishment room. The problem is, right, in today's society, if you're not a multi-millionaire, who's like in a standard British household, who's got room for a little sex dungeon? I wouldn't you reckon there's couples out there that have like sex dungeon rooms in their house? That's always fascinated me.
To be fair.
No, I'm not into the whole. But some people are. Some people are into that whole like sex swing, couple of whips.
How does the sex swing work? Do you get your knob ready and get it hard, and then you push your woman, and she's going, whee!
She's like that,
and then her legs are open, and then it just slots in, and then she goes away again, and she comes back, and you slot it in. Is that how it works?
No.
Is that what sex swing is?
Homework.
I'm not fucking googling it. What is that?
Think,
Or do you just get in it and they just swing together? Whee!
Well, this is it. But imagine, like, you know, you're pretty shit at DIY. You go to put it up and you think you've done it right, but it doesn't. She's just in this swing with all the stirrups on. You climb on and then all of a sudden, bottom flat, I've heard it all, mate. But that's
Graham, I told you couldn't do it. Graham!
How do you think people approach that? How do you think you approach that with your missus or your partner or whatever? And you say, I'm into something pretty. Because on 50 Shades, it's all about, like, deep voice. It's like, yeah, I kind of like this. Fuck you. Once I give you the key to this room, you must sign a contract. And then literally he opens the door and he's got a fucking wall of dildos and shit like that. How do you think somebody approaches that? Like, I mean, he's all like, and he likes, by the looks of it, he's got like a type for like vulnerable looking women. I just think for me, if that was a modern society, like, yeah, he goes for like the whole innocent looking thing and just wants to turn him into a little sex slave. What? Look, you whore. But yeah, it's fucked up, man. Fucked up. Well, anyway, this is what I mean. We go off on right little tangents, and then you just end up down a rabbit hole of fucked up shit. But then,
my turn to talk. Shut up. Right. Yeah. Do you like hats? Ghostal hats.
Oh.
All different colours available. Get your merch. Sponsor this show. all different colours, pink ones, burgundy ones, black ones, whatever floats your boat, not suits your boat.
Just so you know, people, yeah, I'm sponsored by this brand too, and I've not received a beanie yet, so...
You don't wear your fucking jumpers or your T-shirts on the show. You've never done it.
On this morning, you motherfucker.
Is that now? Is that now?
No, it's not now.
Wanker.
It's not. It's not. It's not. Do you know what I've been watching? I've been watching.
I don't know. What have you been watching, Niall? Please tell me. I am waiting for your response.
Not fucking Bridgerton, you fucking weirdo.
Hey, there's some fitties in
I love a period drama, though. Really do.
Yeah, that's it. Period drama, yeah.
Love a period. Downton Abbey.
I mean, what's that? All fogies on that.
Call the Midwife. Yeah, my missus got when we just had my baby. We used to watch that.
Like
Love it.
The other week.
Call the Midwife. It's fucking brilliant.
Right. It's weird. They all go around and they all hide it. Oh, I fucked somebody. I'm having a baby, but I can't tell anybody. And then midwife knocks on the door. Hello, it's me.
Yeah, back in the day.
I know it's secret.
Do you know that thing as well? Obviously, I need to speak to some people of the older generation of why this used to happen. But the most common thing on that show is they used to leave the babies out the front of the house in the pram,
Get some fresh air
during the day and whatever, cleaning and all that. Like they'd put the baby out on the front step in the pram and then go back in and do their jobs.
Someone nicked that now.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You can't leave nothing that's not tied down anymore. You leave a fucking, do you know what I mean? You leave a buggy on the front step, some fucker would have it away. Like, you can't live in that with this world now, I tell you. Fucked. But yeah, some things, man. I love a period drama, but at the moment, I don't know, man. See, like, I'm into the whole crime thing at the moment. I'm going through a whole...
I like crime. Crime is good.
Oh,
who done it? Ooh.
Murder thing, man. Oh.
Yeah.
These whole American shows, like, I've watched them all about, like, you know, homicide and that sort of shit, and the Night Stalker one, that was awesome. But the problem is, right, the thing is about the Night Stalker, for me, it was entertainment. Like, and I was like, oh, this is I was getting into it. And I was like, I want to watch another episode. And then the Cecil Hotel one, I was like, yeah, keep going. And then I'm actually going, oh, actually, this shit actually happened.
This is real people that died, and I'm enjoying
Richard Ramirez and all that. Like, he was a real person. And I'm like, wait a second. Why is America so fucked up? Why is it? Like, I know we've got our own killers and stuff. Like, we got the Shipmans and the Fred and Rose Wests and all those killers and random killings and stuff. But I don't know. Like, I want to know what gets into a killer's mind. But why do they turn into these people?
Do you think that it's like when they do the murder and they kill somebody? Do you think it's a sexual feeling for them? It's like, oh yeah, I just killed you, or is it like, oh, I fucking killed you? What do you reckon it is? Is it sexual, just weird, like proper psycho, or they get off on it? What sort of direction do you think they go? Down?
That's the problem. That's the thing I don't understand. It's like, do you know, like when they say, like, you know, they start off usually when they're kids and they would kill an animal or some shit like that.
A cat or something, yeah.
Yeah, like Don't Fuck with Cats. I haven't watched Don't Fuck with Cats yet, but I've heard it's pretty.
Oh, that's good. I watched that about 2 years ago when COVID first started, pandemic and all that, lockdown. Yeah, that was interesting.
But what gets into their mind to just think, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna go out there today and I'm gonna fucking kill a cat. All right, and obviously that's where it does start, because obviously they've got a taste for hurting things and whatever. But like, and I know, is it like unfashionable to be like you don't really hear about serial killers anymore. You don't.
No.
Like, it's not like, I mean, you know, kidnappings and stuff and fucking all that sort of, that still goes on. But for me, I just want to know, like, what gets in their mind to think, I'm just going to become this fucked up individual?
I think it's inbreeding from the family. And can I just say that not all Irish people are murderers? Just saying that. No, I'll put the accent on.
Yeah,
to insinuate that Irish people, I'm going to fucking kill someone. That's bad.
No.
It's better than my Welsh.
It was that, weren't they? Look at that fucking young lad in the news, man. He killed that teacher, didn't he? Like,
yeah.
Like, for no reason. Just she was out having a jog, and that fucking weirdo just thought it's all right to attack somebody. This is what I'm saying. This is what crime that fascinates me. Is I'm like, what goes on in there? Just to think that that's the right thing to do. or that's
People,
what I'm going to do to them.
It's easy to blame mental health. It's easy to blame, I
Yeah,
demons in my brain telling me and voices. I think that's too easy.
That's the problem, isn't it? There's always an excuse. Always an excuse.
Yeah.
But the problem is the fact that these people, and no, I'm sorry, blokes, but 9 times out of 10, it's you fuckers, right? You're weird. But it's just like, what's going on in the... Well,
it's the women driving men to insanity sometimes. I'm not excusing men. Men are cunts. But then again, so are women.
Because I just don't think there's an excuse.
No, there's not an excuse.
Either part, because obviously men, there's men.
There are killer women.
My mum is a big advocate for domestic violence against men and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know, even domestic abuse, man, like domestic abuse and that obviously the news thing about coercive control. I think there was a guy sentenced actually in our area of the world. He was sentenced for coercive control, like how controlling he was and abusive he was to his missus. And I just think that's another thing for me. Men that hit women in general, or that you're abusive, or you fucking men that want to go through their missus' phone, or you want to know what time they're going to be home because they're going out with friends, or you just make them feel shit. You're a fucking dickhead. Honestly, for me, I think for me, domestic abuse is, and I think it's because it's a world that I'm really familiar with from when at a young age and shit like that. But I just don't understand why another person thinks it's okay to try and control another person. And I think that's where it starts. I mean, especially a lot of people, because I remember seeing a documentary years ago about something like My Boyfriend Killed Me or something like that. And it's just about a girl, met a lad, and they got together, and it was, do you know what I mean? It's all fine and rosy at the start, and then he, got drunk one night, hit her, and then, I'll never do it again. And then it gets worse, and then she'll cook his dinner wrong, and just shit like that. Like, why? Why do you think it's okay to put yourself in that position where you think it's all right to abuse somebody? This is the fucking world we live in. I just think, why is there a certain percentage of fucked up individuals that can blame everything under the sun? It was my childhood, or it was this, it was that. And it's like, actually, your actions or your own, you've got to own your own actions. And I mean, like you, obviously you've got something to explain in a minute, Mickey. But obviously something personal for you, not personal, but personal situation around you that you told me about. Again, another reason of why. Mickey, go ahead, and then we'll dive into it more. You tell them what you explained to me, and just sort of in your own words as well. You can elaborate or not elaborate as much as you want, but go ahead.
Thank you, Niall. Now there is somebody that I know. He was with his partner. Wasn't together long, but it had come to a stage where they were going out places together with friends, just the two of them. Like cinema and like McDonald's, restaurants, things like that. And they were started to get feelings, etc., with each other, I would say. Like the normal stuff happens, kissing, cuddling, holding hands, shit like that.
So they're quite young then?
Nothing major. No, they're like early 20s sort of thing.
Oh,
but
okay.
Obviously they didn't want to rush stuff, not really knowing each other that long. And then the woman starts to spread some stories, some lies, as it were, that she felt trapped and uncomfortable being with this person. And obviously that came as a shock. And then that went through the workplace because they both sort of worked in the same place. And it went through the workplace. And it's like, oh my God. Like, people know that this lad was really nice, down to earth, wouldn't hurt a fly, really sensible. And she seemed like okay as well. But then she started saying this stuff that I felt uncomfortable with him and I wasn't happy. Like, nothing sexual had gone on. But people, when this particular incident happened, people were there and they're like, that's not true. Like other people in the workplace, that didn't happen. and she's gone around spreading stuff. And now obviously he's upset and obviously finds it a bit awkward going to work because of it's obviously not true because there's other people to witness. No, it wasn't true.
Yeah.
But
you just now feel uncomfortable.
Once you put that story out there,
stain
like
on somebody.
If a woman said to you, Niall, Niall touched me, and I didn't want him to, and no, I'm just saying,
fucking hell, man.
That was never proved, Niall. Okay, that was never proved. And it's like, if you've got all the evidence in the world, you've got CCTV, you've got fucking camera crew there, you know, it's live on telly to prove it did not happen. A man can still be stained with that rumour, that lie, forever.
Yeah, vice versa,
and
isn't it?
Do you know how easy it is for a woman to control men and how to manipulate men? And the story, I know you went on about like men controlling women, go through phone, cook my dinner, you're not going out.
You're absolutely right in what you're saying. It's both sides.
From what I've experienced, I don't know anybody that goes through their partner's phone. If anything, it's the woman that accuses the men of the cheating, etc. That I know of from all the people I hang around with and that I've known over the years. It's always the woman that has the issue. I think men are pretty simple. Unless you're fucked up, then, you know, I agree with you. Like they're abusive, they hit women, they cheat on them, they like attack them or whatever. Then yeah, fair enough. I agree with you there. They should be fucking slaughtered. But
then you're absolutely right though. There's men out there that are definitely controlled by women.
Yeah, they're like, people make jokes on TikTok. Oh, I'm gonna go ask my wife. I'm going out with the boys or something, and then they come back on the TikTok, put the keys down. Oh, she wouldn't let me, and everyone thinks that's funny. But there are some situations where this is true. Like the controlling is from the women as well. And if a woman does it to a man, oh, it's funny. If a man does it to a woman, it's like, oh my god, we need to save her, get her out of that relationship. But it's like when a women hit men in relationships. I've known women to beat fuck out their husbands and partners. Oh, grow up, man. You know, like, you're a man. Fucking put up with it. Why should we fucking put up with it? I'm sorry. It's all about equality. Yeah. Whoever it is, if it's a man hitting a woman or a woman hitting a man, it should be treated the fucking same.
Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely.
No, doesn't matter on gender.
But I think, again, like, going back to obviously coercive control is the fact that I think whether you're male or female, if you're in a toxic environment and you know it's toxic, you know, actually, do you know what? He's controlling me, or because you're exactly right. Like, there is that whole thing in there, like, babe, I'm going to the pub tonight. Who are you going with? Oh, I'm going with so-so. Oh, yeah, you're probably going to go out and cheat and whatever. That, like, I know, or that whole thing, I've seen a TikTok the other day, and do you know what? TikTok's brilliant for relating these kind of things, but the thing is the problem is it gets passed on as comedy. It gets passed on as, you know, that's funny. But, you know, the whole, oh, I'm going out tonight. Okay, who are you going with? Yeah, I'm going with so-and-so. Okay, what time are you going to be back? Oh, well, you said you were going to stay with me. I didn't say I was going to stay with you. I said I'm going out. Oh, whatever then. Well, do you know what? I'm just going to go out. Where are you going? Because I don't want to see you. And that, I know. I've had so many friends in the past where I've seen their missus literally talk to them like that, and they don't give a fuck. They'll talk to them like that, and they'll treat them. And then the man will start to feel a bit like, okay, well, maybe I probably just shouldn't bother going out then. But then the damage is done. Do you know what I mean? Damage is done, and she's already pissed off with you, and now you're putting your pussy out, and you're just sitting there thinking, I'm not going to do. The problem is there is a day and age where men have stopped being men and women have stopped being men. The problem is as well is that we now live in a society where you should, and do you know what? I love the whole old-fashioned marriage and the whole thing, and that whole concept of people stay together. The problem is the fact that people don't understand that actually you are you and you are you, and just because you're together doesn't mean you get to control the other one. But then going back to your situation, obviously what you explained about your friend, I don't know. With that one, I just think, for one, like the first word, uncomfortable. I think if you're uncomfortable with somebody or their actions, or you're not happy around them, I think explain to the person.
Yeah, tell them. Don't report it at work. What the fuck?
Sending whispers around, or getting a group of friends to then be involved, and then for it to get back to that, because that's what happens. Is the fact that the Chinese whispers starts to happen, it will get worse going round. Then it comes back to you, and then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? That didn't happen. And then you've got people to back that story up and go, no, that seriously didn't happen. But the problem is with that is the fact that obviously the victim's already been made. That, like, I'd take it the person is a guy who's happened to.
Yeah, it's a man and a woman.
You don't have to say too much, because I know obviously you don't have to say too much. But the damage has already been done. He's already been made. The victim's there, and he's just been like, what the fuck? What's going on?
I'm the victim of your lies. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the victim. And the fact that if you were uncomfortable with me, or you just thought you're not into me as much as you thought you were, just say that.
Just say so. Do you know what's funny though? She's actually with somebody else now at work, someone else at work. And it's like, wow, what are you doing? And the fact that she's still going around saying that she was sexually assaulted. She doesn't even know what can't even say it. Sexually assaulted means. Like, there wasn't sex involved.
That's the situation, but
that's disgusting.
That's poison, really, isn't it?
That is a poison. That's a toxic fucking mind.
If there's actual proof that it didn't happen, but yet the person continues to, if anything, I don't know. For me, if that was me, I think I'd report it, because I would definitely go through the hierarchy of because that
has been reported.
That can be really damaging for a person, especially a person's confidence, because obviously the next person they actually do try to form some sort of friendship, relationship, whatever, it's going to have a knock-on effect.
They won't trust them. No, they'll be always thinking in the back of their mind, "Oh, am I allowed to do this? But next week are going to report me again?" And
I think as well, after the whole, because there was a few situations, wasn't there, a few years ago, where obviously a lot of things were happening to women on the streets and stuff, and they were like night angels and stuff. I thought that was amazing. The fact that blokes going out there to escort women home, because obviously getting in taxis and all that sort of stuff, it's clearly now an unsafe part of the world to do. But that's the problem, isn't it? It's the fact that there's proven scenarios out there that show how bad some aspects of the world is. It's the fact that a girl can't feel safe going out drinking with her friends and then getting in a taxi to go home on her own. Like, it's just fucked. It's fucked. But then same stage on a man can't then feel safe approaching a woman without thinking, is he some sort of weirdo? It's like the whole internet dating thing. Like, I don't know. For me, internet dating, I was never, even from a young age, I was never like, obviously we discussed plenty of fishing before, but like, it's such an unsafe market. Like, because technically that's all it is. It's a market. Oh, I fancy that one. Oh, I'll have that one. Oh yeah, we both like same foods. Let's go for dinner. The problem is you don't know who you're meeting. You don't know what you're doing. And is it unsafe? And obviously, I know what you're saying from a bloke's perspective of, am I crossing the line? Should I say this? 100%. My opinion is, I think any physical action is to take place. Consent is always needed on both parties. All right, just to cover yourself. But then, the whole accusing thing, I think, it's one of those things. It's like, how does that person move on from that? How do they function after that? What's the aftermath like for that person? Because now that person's now gone on with someone else. That poor bloke might do something wrong in a few months' time, and she might say the same shit about him. The truth is, it's widely known, isn't it? It's widely known that people do this. Men do the same. Men will slut shame women and say, well, she's a slag anyway. Like, and it's like, you've got no fucking right to say that. But you know what? If you're a male, if you're a female, and you're a slag, good luck to you. It's up to you, mate. It's not exactly own it. Own it. Enjoy that moment. If that's what you want to do, you want to get out there a little bit, right? As long as you're being careful, because there's a lot. Again, you don't know what fucking hidden diseases are out there. But that's the thing, isn't it? It's like it's the whole. I mean, obviously, I'll touch wood. I'll never be in that. I love my missus to bits. So that's it. One woman, done. But do you know what I mean? With things that even dating, you don't know what's out there. Like you go to date someone, and you make look completely normal, but then they've got this fucking hidden fucking STD that they're just impregnating you with, and it's like, you don't fucking know. You don't know what people have got. Like, because you don't. You fucking don't. Like, how off-putting must that be though? Like, can you imagine? Like, you're going on a date, and she'd be like, "Have you got your card with you?" And literally, this would be like a card that men and women have to go around. It's like no STDs, no previous
tested
abusive,
on,
no previous abusive relationship, no, been tested for coercive control behavioural therapy. Like, I mean, people get in the relationship, and then it's like, that's the problem. You do not know somebody. I think, how long do you think it takes for you fully know a person? I think it takes years before you think you fully know a person and what makes them tick and what makes them happy and what makes them sad.
I think when you live with them, that's when you find out.
Yeah. When you live, how many couples have like not lived with each other and then also gone from living each other, getting married, and it's like, we fucking hate each other. Like, you're either living together or you're living together or you're dying together, And the problem is, in a lot of relationships, neither person wants to be the first person to say goodbye, because it's like, it's like, should we make this work? Should we not? And I think that's the cuteness of a relationship, is the fact that if you both feel like that and you both want to make it work, you'll find a way, or you won't. But I think as you get older, you start to learn to accept, this too shall pass, or it is what it is. It shall not. You'll stay together and you'll be unhappy and you're not allowed to go to the pub. But yet when she goes out on a girls' night, you're going to go through her phone and accuse her of shit when she gets home. And if you have too much to drink at a family party, you're a scumbag, right? And if she puts too much makeup on and wears a thong to go to the gym, you're wondering where she's going. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not in that environment. So glad.
Do you know what me and my missus are like? She goes out and does what she wants, and I go out and do what I want. Simple. There's no going through phones. There's no, who you going with? What time you coming back? Like, she went out the other day after work. She come home about 4:00. We had some food, and then she went out to a friend's house, maybe, I don't know, 6:30, 7. And then I think she come home at like 1:30. Did I wake up? Stay up checking my phone, checking the watch, where are you, texting her. No, I fucking didn't. She wants to go cheat on me, she can fucking do it. If
they're gonna do it.
Exactly. You're gonna worry and stress yourself
male
out.
Or female, if someone's gonna cheat,
they'll find a way eventually.
Get that worry. I know it's a worry because you don't want the person to cheat, but get the worry of the fact of, are they going to cheat? Because if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. And if you're gonna find out, it was meant to happen that you were going to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, I think that's one thing you have to accept about the world that we live in today, is the fact that loyalties do not exist. They don't exist unless you've got the bond like you have, where clearly you and your missus have built a relationship based on trust and based on freedom and based on accepting the person for who they are. Like, that, so important. Accept a person for who they are, accept a person for what they like to do. Obviously, you and your missus have got massive respect for each other, for the trust that you give each other. Because obviously you're on the road all the time, off doing all sorts of stuff, and it's only fair that when she comes home, she might say, "Oh, actually, I'm going to go and see a friend." That's it. It's the same when someone's begging for help, like, in certain aspects. When they're begging for help, but yet they're not helping themselves.
Yeah.
I hate that, and that, I think we'll digress a little bit. Like,
he's Russian.
I'm Russian.
I am Russian. I kill you.
Yeah,
Spasiba.
I think when a person won't help themselves, and they just think they're just crying wolf all the time,
and they moan about it. Yeah.
Or, do you know, my the most perfect thing that I like to hear, or is the fact that, and the massive truth about anything, is the fact that no one gives a shit. They don't. Don't. Like, they don't give a shit if you've got money in the bank, but they don't give a shit if you're overweight. They don't give a shit if you've got dreams. No one cares. No one's coming to help you. Like, that's it.
Help yourself.
Bottom line. You've got to beg, borrow, steal. Like, the greatest thing for me is never ask me for a favour unless you're owed one. And I don't give out favours that often. Just stop. People need to realise no one gives a fuck. Like, it's you, only you. Honestly, you're born naked. You go through life. You make your achievements. You'll make some money. You'll buy a nice house, buy a nice car, blah blah blah. Fuck some bad bitches. Live your life. And then, do you know what? No matter how much money you have on that fucking deathbed, it doesn't belong to you no more. But tell you what, though, no one gives a shit.
No.
And you've got to sort yourself out. If you've got like aspirations, just because you've got them doesn't mean anyone else has them. Even partners, even partnerships. If you've got an idea, say if you've got an idea of something you want to do,
yeah,
who'd you tell apart from yourself? Like, who do you think believes in your dreams?
Your partner, good
but
friends.
Do you think
close friends?
Yeah, but will they fully support that dream?
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they don't.
It depends what it is, and if it's doable, as soon as you say it, it's like, yeah, that could happen. Then I think people are more inclined to support you and help you. But if you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and it's like, fuck off, you ain't never doing that. Like, they try and put it across, like your partner would say, okay, but I don't.
PMDing you, man, putting you down, put me down.
Yeah, and your friend's just going to rip the piss out of you.
Yeah.
But,
God,
it's
yeah.
like, fuck off, that ain't happening, joker. You fucking wait and see.
Exactly. You wait and see. The best day of my life was when I realised people's opinion of you do not matter. People's opinion of you do not pay your bills. Like, exactly. It doesn't matter. They're only putting your achievements down because they haven't got any themselves. Yeah,
they ain't achieving shit ever. They go to work,
though,
hate their wife or their man, and then that's it. They ain't got no fucking lives. They've got no dreams, no aspirations. Well, they might have, but they've just put them in the fucking toilet because they can't be asked to try and fulfill them or try and achieve them or change something about their life just to make that possible. Like, and that's the problem with people.
I
lazy
think as well,
cunts.
Is most people get into going back to relationships. Most people get into relationships and then they let their dreams and aspirations die.
Yeah.
Like, people think that you should, find a missus, settle down, go and do the shopping on a Saturday, go to the garden centre on a Sunday, plant those new plants she wanted, put that picture she wanted in the hallway, go on holiday to Corfu once a year, have family over at Christmas and fucking be happy with that. Go to work Monday to Friday, work your ass off, come home tired. Do you know what I mean? Have lazy side doggy sex for the next 20 years and then that's it, life's done. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. Like, do you know what the best thing I can say about, me and my missus is the fact that how spontaneous we are and the fact that when we want something to happen, between us, we fucking make it happen. We want to go away, we'll fucking make it happen. But one thing we both hate is being bored. And I find bored situations, like, I don't like food shopping. Because, do you know, you see couples
I love food shopping.
Oh, fuck that. To go together.
No, fuck that. She fucking looks down every aisle. I'll do man shopping, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, boys.
Go on your own. Get your shit done. Get out.
Never take the woman.
Oh,
you'll be there all fucking day.
We need you. And you get to the turn. She's like, we need bleach. And you just be like, oh, fuck off. That, for me, supermarkets are the places where life goes to fucking die. Do you know when you stood there in a queue with a fucking trolley full of shopping, and you've not had your chance to put yourself on the conveyor belt yet, and you're standing there and you're sweating, and then you're looking for your bank card, and then you just fucking have got to pack all this shit, and then I've got to get home and put it away, and then I've got 42 carrier bags that I can do fuck all with, right? Which I paid 10p each for.
20p
right?
now.
20p a fucking bag, and then you did all that just to go and buy food. Like, and I know it's part of life, you've got to go and do it, but when I see couples in Tesco and I'm watching them argue and fucking moan, and the bloke pushes the trolley like he's pushing his dick off a cliff, like, it's just
So
where
long.
dreams go to die. It's soul destroying. Soul destroying. Oh, there's so many of those couples out there, though. Like, oh, what are we doing today, babe? Yeah, well, we've got to go to, you've got to go to the tip, and you've got to take them old fence panels down, right? And then we'll go garden centre and we'll look at new fence panels, yeah. And then I'll put a chicken roast in like we have every Sunday, including summer. Like, oh, it's just draining. I'm just like, what was the point of your purposeless life? Like, there's a whole world out there, and some people live in a box this big, and they make their world part of work, shopping, weekend, work, shopping, weekend, bed, lazy side doggy, clean the windows. Do you know what I mean? Just fuck off. No wonder some people have affairs, right? Because it's fucking like watching paint dry.
I work weekend. I'm so happy.
Mate. Yeah.
Do you know what?
Me,
You need to come food shopping with me. Well, I'll show you a good time. Then we'll get a flat white after.
all right, my friend. Food shopping. Oh my gosh. Did you hear that, ladies? If you want a good time, go food shopping with Michael.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll even let you hold the scanny thing and all.
I can't be arsed with that either.
Yeah, but then you ain't got a queue. Then you ain't got to queue up, and then you ain't got to put it on the conveyor belt. You've already put it in your bag. Job done, mate. You've got rid of 3 things all at once. As soon as you pick that little machine up.
Same as washing your car. Like, I seen that you were washing your car yesterday.
I did that last night, yeah, in the dark.
Last night. And I was just like...
Cost me 0 pence.
Oh, listen, yeah, I paid on last week sometime to have my car cleaned. Right now, you can't even see my number plate. My car's that filthy. Like, last weekend, I paid to have my car in and out, cleaned, spotless, perfect, beautiful.
Is that 20 quid minimum?
No. It's 12 quid. 12 quid in and out.
Where'd you
Looking lovely. Do you know the bottom of Booth Lane on the left-hand side, that old garage that used to be there? It's now like you can get your hair cut the same as having your car cleaned.
In the same place. Yeah.
So literally, you can get your hair cut, car cleaned, and probably the lovely
job at the same time.
Lovely Eastern European lady might give you a blowy for a 10 around the side, but I don't know that. But yeah. Wow. Yeah, and it's fucking filthy. But again, that's for me is another monotonous task. It's one of those things that I'm just like, oh, I hate cleaning it all the fucking time. Give it a wash.
I must clean my car like twice a year, maybe, because it's like I can't be asked, and I ain't paying no fucker to do it. No.
Are you bucket and sponge man?
I am. Yes, I'm a bucket and
sponge.
I'll show you.
And then you throw the dirty bucket over the car at the end.
No. Here's my bucket, and I got one of these things. Yeah. So what you do, when it used to work, anyway. So it had a sucky thing. You put this in the water in the soap, and you pull this lever up, yeah? So all this tube fills up with the soapy water, and then you like wash your car and that, and you slowly push this down to let more come out. But what's happened to it? It doesn't undo anymore. Because what it does, it would suck up all the bubbles in the soap and the water, and then it would come through this thing here, through the back, and then it would come out in here. But it doesn't do that no more because it got old and stuck. So I just stick it in the water and just wash it. And then just keep doing that.
That's most marriages. It got old and it stopped sucking.
That is probably true.
Oh, I heard something funny the other day, and it was like, oh, we got the Hoover for our wedding present. It's funny how that thing still sucks. Sexless marriage, people. When do you think people stop having sex? Lexi's very normal, right? It's two people interloping. Right? It's normal, but when do they stop? I think
when you first move in together, whether you're married or not, I think it's, we can do that. We can do this anytime. This is cool, like once, twice a day or whatever. And then work gets in the way, and then it starts to be like, oh, I'm tired. And then the excuses come out, and it's like, oh, it's a Friday, and we have to have sex. It's Sex Friday or whatever. You start having days.
Sex Friday?
It's like when you start having sex on a certain day, and then it works, oh, you missed that because you're away or whatever reason. And it's like, oh, we haven't had sex for 2 weeks. And then it starts to become a chore, a problem, an issue in the back of your mind. And then you start rowing about, oh, you haven't had sex with me for 2 weeks. It's like, okay, open your legs then. I don't want to now. And it's like,
get them spread.
I think the more comfortable you get living with somebody, the less you do it. And I think that's why it's not necessarily a marriage. I wouldn't say because you've signed a bit of paper that you stop having sex. I think living with someone over time is what happens. Because obviously you're married, you don't live apart, do you? So you live with that person. So it's the living with somebody.
You're either living together or dying together. And do you know what? There's so many people out there with so many beautiful women out there, and there's men that are sick of shagging them. It's fucking true story, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Lots of men that are queuing up to fuck them.
Exactly. The same with the women. You know.
Yeah, with the men.
You know, how many of your husbands out there are going to work every day, and some woman's thinking, "I'd give him the ride of his life." But
it probably is.
That's it, isn't it? Though, and like I think that's where bad relationships form, is because people stop trying. Like me and my missus, like, you know, we're parents now, but we still make time for each other. We still try and have date nights and keep it fresh. As it were, keep it fresh. Yeah. I still get a haircut, and I still try and make myself look good, and that's only for one woman. I look good for my missus, that's it. And for me, because I'm vain as shit, and I've got problems that my outfit doesn't
look at that wrinkle you got there, Niall. What the hell's that about?
Oh, don't talk about the fucking wrinkle. I've got no spider ones yet, though. No spider ones.
Crow feet? Yeah.
Your crow feet. But I did get some anti-wrinkle aging stuff, but I'm turning 30 this year, mate. 30!
Q10. Fucking hell.
30, mate.
I'm 43 this year. 7 years, I'll be 50. What the fuck is that?
7 years and you'll be 50.
Wow! I mean, I'm not fucking old enough to be 50. Fucking hell, I'm a right twat. How the fuck can I be 50?
7 years.
What, 7 years? That's like that Graham Thingy song. Once I was 7 years old.
Yeah, but do you know that's one thing I've learned recently is the fact that, especially about now that I'm a parent, is the fact that I'm now in that process. I'm in the second stage process. I'm no longer young, but I'm not old. But now I must start doing the sensible shit. But at the same time, I should probably start looking after my body more and looking after my health, because if I don't want the problems to when I get to, like, you know, your age, like you know, you got to look after yourself. But
Cunt.
I just think that's just part of life, isn't it? But, like, enjoy your fucking life. Everybody.
I fucking do, mate. I do.
Enjoy it. Live your life to the expectations that you're happy with. Don't settle. Don't become bored or complacent. Don't not go on the holiday because you think it's, you know, it's not worth the money.
No.
Buy a top hat and look like a cunt. Right? Like, just enjoy your life. Don't fucking get so bored with yourself and just be like, yeah, maybe next year we'll go on holiday. No matter what it costs.
The
money is the easy part. Everyone complains about money, but money's the easy part. So fucking, do you know what I mean? get a credit. Just fucking get a credit card, pay for the holiday, and pay it off. Like, just do it. Go and have the time of your life, and go out for meals, and go for a walk up a fucking mountain, or go camping. Do you know what I mean? Go and have a laugh, build a campfire, get some sunglasses, and fucking just enjoy your shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't have the same meal for dinner 3 nights a week because it's the cheapest meal. Oh, just people. Oh, do you know what? That's one thing I want to be an advocate for, is the fact that stop
variety.
Fucking letting time control your life. You control the time and what you do with it. Oh, she got slated, didn't she? That little slag, that Molly May.
Oh yeah, what did she? I didn't actually see the interview. What did she say? She said everybody has got the same 24 hours. And what you do your 24 hours is up to you. But that's why I'm so successful, is because I basically am an ambassador and a stylist for Pretty Little Things, isn't it?
Yeah, Pretty Little Thing or whatever. And that's why I'm successful, because I get given all this free shit, and I go on Love Island, right? And then I shag a successful boxer. Well, semi-successful because he's got no fights.
He pushes out a Jake Paul fight.
And all that sort of stuff. And I just think, like, you dickhead, you cunt. The problem is, right, it's the fact that she's very true in what she's saying. She's absolutely right. You have got the same 24 hours as everybody else. And what
you have the same time. You don't have the same situation in that time.
And if you decide to learn, and if you decide to better your life, and you decide to get off your ass and go to the gym or go for a walk or a run, and you decide not to have that KFC 3 times in a fucking row, right? That's what she meant to say. That's what she meant to say. The problem is, she basically said you can be as successful as I am if you use your 24 hours efficiently. And in a way, absolutely right. But the problem is, she has done nothing in her life that's made her a successful person in the eyes of.
She just went on Love Island, got her tits out, and fucking had sex.
You've held a plate out. You've held a plate, and just everyone. It's like a collection plate. All these little brands that are like, drop some free shit, drop some shit, have a t-shirt, have this, put it on your Instagram, and all that sort of stuff, and then taking on free holidays and all that sort of shit, and then post a picture of me in New York and all that shit, whatever. That's all you did. That's all you did. So you're telling me when you get to 60, 70, 80, and you go, yeah, I had a really successful life because I was given a load of shit for free.
For free. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, we don't play ball like that.
She got slated. And I get why people are doing it, and I get what she meant by it. Because I get what she meant, but the problem is half of the population that follow that young lady have not got the intellectual intelligence to understand exactly what she meant. They just thought, actually, hold on a minute. If I get my tits out and go on a reality show, am I going to get a Pretty Little Thing contract?
I might do that. Like my nipples.
It's like these bitches on OnlyFans, innit? Calling themselves businesswomen. I'm an accountant. I do what accountants do. No, you're not a businesswoman because you get your cash out on a camera. You're not a businesswoman.
Niall, they are making £10,000 a week. Some of them millions of pounds a fucking week. You cannot say they are not businesswomen. They know what they want. They fucking get what they want. I mean, you can't fucking say. It's all for the guys. If I had a nice fanny, I'd show it to them.
Oh, mate.
Paid me.
If I had a fanny, God, mate. If I was a fit female, I'd be all over it on OnlyFans. The problem is, some of these girls are putting it on their Facebook, trying to promote it, realizing they've got their granddad on there. You know what I mean? Stop! Come on! You know what I mean? You can't, because we knew somebody, didn't we? We knew somebody we worked with that went onto that platform. And I was like, you are not the person to be going on that kind of platform. And she's promoting it on her Instagram next to a picture of her nan. And I'd be like,
I've heard it's very good content though.
oh no.
It's
Man, that bitch was like LeBron James. Anyway, people,
Anyway.
what a rant of a show. But you know what? It's actually been a fun show, and despite
I've
all the
enjoyed
moaning and
today.
things we talk about, I've enjoyed it too. But
yeah,
that's the. Do you know what? This is a podcast, and we just talk about. We don't even drink, but yeah, we talk about things what fucking this blokes talk about in a pub. So, Dads, Lads, and Kebabs, thank you for joining us for another show. We will be back soon. Honestly, 2022, make it your year. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Man, fuck some bad bitches. Ladies, fuck some bad dicks. If you like dicks, you like dicks, guys. It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever you want to
Women, if you like fannies, that's fair enough as well.
And also, Mickey started an OnlyFans, ladies. So, if you want some of Mickey's content, holler at the ting below. Peace out.
If you
over. Deuces. Boom. Oh no, Mickey's not finished yet.
If you want to see my hairy ass, then it's all good.
Only in America.
Donking. Yeah. And also, I'd like to just say thank you for everyone who's been downloading on all the platforms for podcasts. Podbean is smashing it at the moment. I don't know where Podbean's come from, but we are fucking killing it on there.
We're loving it. Loving it.
All you guys, awesome.
And thanks for getting in touch, everyone. We've had, at one point, we were ill and down with loads of messages and people loving the show and people sending nice comments about the show. And do you know what? Touch wood, we've not had any negativity. So
no, we haven't.
What's
going on?
All the comments people are bringing in saying how much they love the show and all that sort of stuff. No, I don't think we will. I don't think we'll have bad comments after this episode. We're just talking Anyway, over and out, people. Deuces. Love you.
Bye. See you next week, people. Let's see how long we can hold Niall's hand on the camera for. Oh, he's back.
The Dads, Lads and Kebabs podcast is available to listen and download on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Podbean and all other podcast platforms.